everybody. All right, so let's get started. So today we're doing Facebook Intermediate, and I thought we'd go into the business suite of things because there's been a number of questions that have come through pre-registered and in previous sessions that I've noticed people are asking about this business suite. So I thought I'd show you, as I said, just some very high-line areas just so that you can get familiar with it and know that it's there. And if you haven't already been using it, and then that way you'll start to get a little bit more familiar. And then the next time when we get back together, we can delve a bit deeper into some of these areas. So first of all, just so what's included in this business suite. So I actually find that Facebook they keep bringing out all these different areas, and it's very hard to stay on top of and which areas do what and so forth. So I thought I'd just go through it quickly, and then I'll go on to a live show so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about rather than just giving you slides. So we're going to look at, obviously there's the Curator Studio as part of this whole suite of things that Facebook provide. Oops, that's disappeared. That's gone a bit backwards, sorry. So Facebook page initially, so that's your business Facebook page. We've got your Curator Studio. We've got a business manager. We've got the admin side of things of your Facebook page. And then we've got your ads manager that comes in at the end. Okay, so of course we end up, when you first log into Facebook, you'll come with your main screen. So this is where everything happens. So this is your personal area. So when you log in initially, you'll see this is your personal feed. So down in that middle center is anything that you follow or do anything in respect in that side of things for yourself, okay? So where I'm going to start and show you is down on this left-hand side is where you should have your business pages. So if you've got many like me, or you might only have your own for your business, that's fine, but they'll all be sitting down in here. And I might use this one today to show you. So when you first log in or you first go into the actual page that you're managing, you'll see your page. Obviously off onto the right hand side here, but on the left hand side you'll see your menu. So down on this side is where a lot of things start to happen. So you've got, for instance, your insights, which are really important for your page. You've got your Creator Studio, which is another bit part of the business area that you've got. You've got your news feed. So any of your page and the pages that you follow as a business, they will come in here. So this is a really handy area if you're following a certain amount of different businesses. This is your opportunity to be able to interact and go and like their posts or comment on their posts. Sometimes they might use your hashtag, or sometimes they might even tag you as well. You can see here, this particular business has shared a post that I did yesterday afternoon for this particular page. So you can see here, these are some of the things that you can actually start to see what other pages are doing for you. And if you want to, you can like, and this will like as per your page. So you can see there, it's liked as that page, and you can comment as that page, because that's where you physically are at the moment. You're inside your business page. So other things that happen through here, you can check. So it's a nice little area to come and check if you haven't got access to another area that I'm going to show you in a minute. Updates, these are just a very quick overview of what updates are coming in to your page, but where they do still drop in better is here in your inbox or in your notifications. So in your inbox here, this will have basically all your comments that are dropping into your particular page. So here it'll be your Instagram feed as well as your Facebook feed. So you can see direct messaging as well as just straight consumer facing comments that come in onto your Facebook page as well as your Instagram page. So anything that are highlighted are the ones that you haven't read yet. Anything that's not, obviously you've read them already, or you've actually actioned that item in that particular case. So that's just that area very quickly. I won't go into any depth. I just wanted to show you today. So let me just hop back out of here. And then your other area is your notifications. So in here, this is where everything drops in. So all your likes that will drop in, any shares, if they've accepted an invitation to your page, if they've commented, anything like that, or even if they've mentioned you in another post. So if you've had someone actually tag you, then it will drop in here. And I'll show you another area, because sometimes you might get the notification for it here, but it doesn't always give you the access to be able to read it or to see who it is, what actually has happened. So I'll show you another area where you can find that, and it's much, much easier to actually track it down. So back here as well, you've also got, in here, you've got your direct link to your Creator Studio, which is another area for your publishing and so forth. So there's your Creator Studio access. And I just quickly also wanted to just talk to you about the settings. So in your settings area is everything for behind the scenes of your page. So things like your page information and so forth. But one thing that I do like to be able to manipulate for myself is the templates and tabs. So all your tabs that you've got on your page, you can reorder these the way you want them to appear. So if you'd like your events to be higher up in the list, you can just simply click and drag up higher. If you want your photos, your videos, your about section, anything else that you've got actually on your page, you can maneuver these around. So if you're a restaurant, for instance, and you have a menu page that's in there, you can shift your menu so it's the first thing people see, which makes sense being a restaurant or a cafe. If you're more of a visual type page like this one, for instance, our photos and videos are higher up on the list because we want people to interact with those. So I'll just show you where I'm talking about for those. Let me just go back out here. And this is that menu here that I was just talking to you about. So you can manipulate this in any order that you wish. And if you like to have it in a certain way, you can, and then otherwise it'll just do a little drop down option here for you. So you've got lots of different things that you can do. I just wanted to show you that because that for me is an area that I'd like people to be able to see more of than others. Then we've got, of course, your insights, which is really important, and that'll probably be another day's session as well. But from here, I wanted to show you the other areas that you've got access to. So if you've got the link for here for Curator Studio, you can just click on that, it'll take you straight through. If you don't have it there, down here in Publishing Tools, if you drop in here, see, this is where we used to be able to do our scheduling, our posts and so forth, but it's now telling you, we're not going to let you do it here anymore. We want you to use Creator Studio to do it. So you can just click straight through here if you wish on the go to Creator Studio, or over on this left-hand side, you can see Creator Studio sitting there. So you've got a couple of different ways to get access to that area. Now I've got it open already here. So this is this has become your posting area. So anytime you want to post, if you want to schedule, you want some drafts or anything like that, you do it in here. So you can still do a post directly from the front of your page. So you can still do it out here, but it's got to be now. So if you wanted to post something right now, yes, by all means, use the Creator post out here, but you can't schedule from here anymore. So they really want you to use this Creator Studio platform. So in here, if you're ready to create a post, tap on that, and then you've got a list of different things that you can potentially do. So at the moment, we're just sitting in Facebook. If you want to use your Instagram and schedule to your Instagram, you've just got to toggle up here and go over to your Instagram section. So you can see here, you'll either have just yours, or you might have multiple like me that you manage in Instagram, and you can just toggle between those ones here. But really important area. They've done a lot of work in this area, and eventually I think you'll find that anytime you want to post, you'll have to do it from here. I think that eventually they'll just start manipulating that front page to look and be a bit more cleaner. And this will be our main functioning area to do everything. So we will be doing a Creator Studio session next week, and under the Smart Marketing Tools topic. So if you want to join us for that, we're going to delve deep into Creator Studio next week for that one. So you're more than happy to come and join us on that day. Now, the other area I mentioned before is the business manager area of Facebook. So This area basically is an overarching area where you can pretty much do everything for your page. So here you can see it's got the old look of your page. So before they went and revamped it on the other side. So you can see this is the newer look, and then this is the old look. So if you ever have an issue where you can't find a notification, so say for instance, someone's mentioned you or someone's checked in, or you've received a review for that matter, come in here and you'll see it all like we used to be able to see it. I, for one, have this tab open all the time because it's so much easier than what they've done now with the revamped back end of the pages. So up the top here, you can see I've got some notifications and I've got some inbox. So if I go to notifications, it's just a much easier way to keep track. So you can see over on this left-hand side, this is that old view we used to get. So there's our likes, there's our comments and shares. And then if we go activity, here's our check-ins, and then there's our mentions. So when you have someone who physically tags you in a post, so you can see these guys here, there's the tag there. So it's popped up in this area. So much, much easier to manage, I find anyway. And sometimes you might get that notification back in the old way. So if I go back here, I might not have one to show you, but if I go back here and see little grey box and Lisa Alexander Photography, you can see that they've actually mentioned our page. So I can, because if I click on that, nothing happens, or it just goes back to the front of our page. Very, very frustrating. And I don't know about you, but it frustrated me for a long time until I was able to find this. So, and then in this back area, you can see where people have mentioned your page, and you can then like or comment or share it onto your page if you wish to, or whatever the case may be. What I have noticed though, there is still a little bit of lag time. So you'll notice that, for instance, Lisa Blackall's post hasn't popped up here yet, but there's a little grey box. But Lisa Blackall's post is not here yet, but it does get there eventually, and you will be able to like it and so forth and comment when you're ready. So this is a really good area. And then this is your inbox. So this is your comments that are dropping in. So you can see here, it's still set up so you can see your Facebook messaging and your Instagram messaging, and the same with your comments, Facebook versus Instagram. So they're still there. So it is a bit of a duplication. You can choose up to yourself if you'd like to use the back end of here or the back end, in the business manager area. So it's totally up to you which way you'd like to go. I tend to find I use a little bit of both, and it just makes life a little bit easier, especially if I can't find something that should be there. And then, of course, the last area that has part of this whole big suite of Facebook information for you is your ads manager. So I'm not going to get into that one today, but that one, if you haven't done any ads at this point, this may be very new to you. If you have done ads, this should look very familiar. But again, there will be another session, another day in this particular topic for Facebook ads. So it's quite a big topic, as you can imagine. It'll probably have to be done over a couple of sessions, but at least that gives you a bit of more insight over the different suites or the different ideas or areas that you can access information. So I hope that's helped you a little bit, and it's given you a little bit more information about those different areas. All right, so that's your business suite of things for Facebook. And all I would like you to do is start using these different areas. Get yourself familiar, just chop and change in between different things, access different points. Look, the worst you can do is you could freeze your screen, really. There's not really much else you can do. You won't break it. Facebook have got a million people out there who are trying to break them all the time, so you won't break anything, but use those different areas to make your life easier. That's the best thing I can suggest for you. And then use your posting and your monitoring and your responding from those different areas accordingly, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. But trust me, any one of those will help you, or all of them will help you. So please don't hesitate to use those areas, because it definitely is something to try. So thank you, everybody, because we're about to get booted out. And I hope today's worked well for you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.